Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to swap the grill out on your Jeep. It's pretty easy to do, and with just a few basic hand tools, it doesn't take all that long. I'm also going to show you guys how to update the front of your rig, make it look like a newer JL, as well as do a little bit of trimming to make that grill look a little bit different than all the others that are out there. Right, guys, we're going to take that grill off the rig and we're going to replace it with this grill. Now, if you guys have seen the JL, you'll know that there are no turn signals in the grill. They have them off to the side in the fender, and the headlights actually curve into the slots in the grill. Now, the slots in the grill are also squared off a little bit more than they are on the JK. The way that JL grill attaches to a JL is a little bit different than the JK. But Rock Monster has come out with a grill that actually works on a JK. Now, they've been around for a little while, and I'm just now getting around to installing one on my rig. Now, in order for me to fully remove this grill, I have an extra step. I have to completely disconnect the wiring on my winch.
A few moments later.
So with these three cables down here disconnected, my power cable for the control box actually runs behind the grill up underneath my air intake over to my battery. I've already disconnected that from my battery, but now I have to remove my air intake and my air box. Not that big of a deal. I'm not going to show you guys how to do that in this video because it varies depending upon what air intake you have on your rig. Next, you're going to have a bunch of little push pins all along the top of the grill. They got to come out. Now, the next step is going to be to actually disconnect your turn signals. Your headlights are going to stay on the rig when you remove the grill, but the turn signals are going to want to come with it. So you got to disconnect the wiring harness. Now, that's pretty easy to do right down in here. Now, you may have to remove your inner fender in order to access it. I have aftermarket inner fenders. There are so many Jeeps out there built so many different ways. You're just going to have to look at it and figure it out. This is done by grabbing onto the electrical connector, rotating it down so that the plug faces the ground, and just pulling out the bulb. Now, you'll see in a second here exactly how easy it is to pull this off, but with all of those pins removed, there's nothing holding the top of the grill onto the rig. It just kind of clips in along the bottom in a couple of places. So what you're going to want to do is just kind of pull the top off, grab the bottom, kind of give it a couple good tugs, pop those clips out. Basically, your grill comes right off. All right, so now I know what you're thinking. You got the grill off, the new grill just pops back on. No big deal, right? Except for the fact that I'm deleting my turn signals. Obviously, we had turn signals that those bulbs popped into right in this general area on the JK grill. I'm gonna have to rewire in my own new turn signals. So this modification does take a few extra parts. Now, this turn signal is awfully small, and that's basically just to check the box that I'm following local laws and actually have a turn signal.
Mother of God.
I'm going to wind up drilling out a spot on my grill, the same place on both sides, and installing it in this general area. Now, you'll also notice that this is a 3-wire setup. That's super important so that you have a ground, you have a steady on, okay, that's for like your parking light, and then you have one that increases the brightness, which allows it to essentially be a turn signal. But before I can install the turn signals in this grill and maybe do a little bit of trimming, I have to install it. I'm just gonna do that by basically following the steps in reverse that I did to remove the original. Next, I'm gonna cover the area that I'm drilling and cutting with painter's tape so I can make the appropriate marks and not chip the paint. After marking the same spots in the same place on both sides and drilling it out, it was time to install the lights. After using a test light to find the ground, parking light, and turn signal on the factory harness, I soldered the wires to the new turn signal bulb, and we had a functioning light. So it's almost time to turn those on and test them out, but we have one thing left to do first, and that is to connect these resistors. These resistors are gonna stop that LED light from blinking too fast and causing a trouble code in the vehicle. So what you're gonna do is basically take one end of the resistor, you're gonna tie it and splice it into the ground wire using the included splice connectors. They work pretty well. Then you're gonna take the other end of the resistor, which will also have a wire coming out of it, and you are going to connect that with one of those splice connectors to your turn signal wire. These splice connectors are actually pretty cool. They work really well. And if you look at one end, you'll notice that it basically has two open holes in it. If you flip it around, the other end only has one. So the one that is sealed off is essentially what you're going to put the one end of your resistor into. It doesn't want to come out the other side. The other one will come out the other side. So we're going to put this one in there, and then you're basically going to slide the other side, because it's open here, over the wire that you want to splice into. In this case, we want to make our first connection into our ground. That on this wire is actually going to be the white wire, because that's what the way these lights came wired. We're basically going to open this up a little bit. We're going to push that white wire in there, right? Now we're going to take our other end, push it through, and then when you basically clamp this end down with a pair of pliers, it will make your splice connection across both of these wires, and they will be spliced together. All right, guys, so as a little experiment there, I installed the resistor, as you just saw, on the passenger side of the vehicle, and the light blinks very normally, as you just saw. No messages on the dash, no nothing. But as soon as I turned on the driver's side without the resistor, this is what it did. Much, much, much faster than it did on the other side. You can see how fast my blinker is blinking, and I'm not quite sure if you can see it down there, but maybe that's a little brighter now. It basically tells me that my front left turn signal lamp is out. But if I turn it to the right, you can see how slow it's flashing. It's not a problem with that resistor in there. So I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna install the resistor on the other side, we'll make a couple of cuts, and we're almost done. Whenever I'm cutting small, tight curves, especially in plastic, I like to use a Dremel with a small abrasive cutoff wheel to ensure that I can be more precise. All right, guys, and there you have it. So tape over everything that you don't want the paint to chip on. So over the steel, over this. I trimmed a little bit out that I don't think you saw on camera here. Obviously, once I was done trimming a little bit of this out to kind of follow that line of my inner fender down, sprayed everything down here in clear to make sure that it wouldn't rust. And then, guys, that's basically it, right? So that curve there gives the front end of the rig a nice shape. Makes it a little bit different than the standard Jeep grille. Just a minor finishing touch there, and gives it a little bit more tire clearance when you're flexed and turning your tires. So not a ton of cash, very easy grill swap with that little trim in there. Now, the reason you can't really do this trim with a factory grill is because of that turn signal that's down in there. But because I re-drilled mine and moved it over and have a grill without a turn signal, it gave me the freedom to kind of make that arch exactly what I wanted it to be. Anyway, guys, that's all there is to it. Make sure you click the subscribe button, share this video with your buddies. Maybe get out there, do something like this, give your Jeep a little bit of a makeover. Get out there and build something.